Hello everyone, and welcome back to Humble Heart Horsemanship. My name is Sabryna. You guys are joining me in the lower barn, and we have a lot of chickens free ranging in here. That's what they do during the daytime hours. So if you hear some loud chicken noises, that's what you're hearing. But today's video is going to be just a little sit down and chat video because it's the start of this new year, 2022. Last year, so much growth happened in my life, and growth happened in so many different aspects of my life, from me personally growing with my family relationships, my relationships with my horses, also business related, and just so many new things happened last year. And it was really crazy at times and stressful and also extremely exciting. And all the emotions mixed together were what last year really was. And so this year I feel like I have a better picture of what I want the year to be like. And I'm starting to value getting into a routine with my life and what I do on a day-to-day basis, because I've really learned that like writing a simple to-do list and having a plan as well as journaling are really some key things that help me stay on track and allow me to accomplish goals that I set out for myself. And that also applies to my horse life, because with having Gemini, he's going to be 5 at the end of this May, which is really crazy because I got him as a 3-year-old. And he's so young, and at that time in his life where this is the perfect time to introduce him to so many new things and to really spend a lot of time training him and also developing our bond together. And I have a clear picture of the things I want to work on this year with him. Last year, since my life had so much change in it, I feel like I didn't really take that much time to sit down and develop like a training schedule or really any specific training objectives. It was more or less like, okay, anytime that I had available to work with him, we'd still work on something, whether it would be like some groundwork, desensitizing, we'd go on a trail ride, or we'd work under saddle in the arena. But it never really felt like it was a very specific goal for each ride. Really, that is a huge reason why I created the Humble Heart Horsemanship training journal. If you guys do not know, I actually created my own horse training journal where you can basically journal how either your groundwork or your riding session went with your horse. And journaling is an often forgotten aspect of horsemanship that is a really important key to achieving the goals that you have with your horse, developing a stronger bond, and overall just increasing your performance regarding you and your horse. Journaling is so beneficial for the horse and rider, and I know I've really benefited from it. And I not only created this journal because I wanted to, have it out there to share with my viewers and supporters and friends and just people in the horse community, but also I created it because I really wanted to receive all the different benefits from journaling, and I really wanted a journal that was made specifically for journaling about horses, So I'm really looking forward to being more intentional with what I do with Gemini. The girls are really, really talkative in here today. Like, we have Miss Oreo here, who is very, very talkative today, apparently. She wanted to say hi. Hello. Hi. Do you want to be in the video? That's what I thought. Okay, I'm going to put you right here on my lap and get some attention. Okay? So being more intentional with what I do with Gemini is a huge goal for this year, because I know we're going to accomplish so many more goals. And I also feel like, and this may sound funny, or some of you may relate to me when I say this, but I have had Gemini for a little bit over 1.5 years. And because my life has been so busy for so many different reasons, I feel like I haven't truly gotten to know my horse. And he's literally in my backyard. Like, I can see him right over there in the pasture with Gunner. And I see him every single day. and I do spend time working with him, but not as much as I would like to. But I don't feel like I truly know him. Like, I know him to some degree, but I would like to know him better. We all know that every single horse has their own individual personality, their own likes and dislikes, certain things that they excel at, other things that need more work. And I just really thoroughly enjoy getting to know a horse and just learning everything about them and truly bonding with them, because it's such a huge partnership. You know, when you own a horse and you work with them, you're developing a partnership. And I feel like I really want to get into that more this year with Gemini. I really want to know this horse inside and out because he's so incredible. He's got such a sweet personality. He's very willing. He feels very safe to me. And so I'm just looking forward to getting to know my horse better, if that makes more sense. This year I want to focus on canter work more. So last year, because life was so busy and crazy, we did do some cantering, but definitely not a lot of cantering whatsoever. I know that his canter needs more work, and so really a good place to start getting the horse to balance and just understand the gait that is the canter is really in the round pen and also lunging them at the canter. We've been working on round penning a lot, and he's been doing great, and he just has to learn how to balance himself and carry himself before, you know, I ask him to carry me at the canter. And so we're going to continue working on the groundwork canter, and then by the end of this year, I would really like to have at least a very basic solid canter with him where I'm able to, you know, go around the round pen at the canter multiple times, do circles with him. And I'm not going to like set a huge goal and be like, I want to be able to like canter like across our 3-acre field or, you know, canter up hills or anything. I just want to keep it very simple and very basic. I want to be able to canter him successfully with no problems from him and with him feeling balanced and comfortable and great with the canter just in the round pen. So that's really one of my big goals for 2022. Another is really just spending more time with him, like I was talking about earlier. Just want to spend more quality time with both of my horses, and that includes Gunner too. Gunner is going to be 20 this year, and I've had him almost 5 years now, and he was the horse that got me through so many difficult times and so many periods of transition, really. And he feels like my rock. Like I feel like I really, really know Gunner well. Granted, I've had him for almost 5 years, but I feel like I know Gunner really well. With him turning 20 this year, it's really crazy because he's getting so much older, and I see it in his face with the little gray hairs on his face and on his back and on his coat. And for those of you guys who have senior horses, it is like the weirdest thing to see them age. I also feel very blessed to be able to be his owner and his caretaker as he gets older, and he is retired now. But I also want to spend more time with Gunner because you can tell when he sees me working with Gemini, sometimes he kind of looks longingly at us like, hey, I want to do something too, you know? And so I want to spend more time with him, bringing him out for walks, bringing him in to get some brushing done. I'm going to be uploading more riding videos. So a lot of you guys enjoyed the riding videos that I posted. Riding videos are honestly a bit harder to make because you either have to set up your camera at one place in a good angle where you're able to see like everything that you're doing with the horse. Because sometimes like you'll go out of frame and then it looks weird. Also, it can be kind of boring to just see like one continuous angle of someone like working on something with their horse. Or you have to have multiple cameras, or you have to have someone out there filming you. And so it's been like a little bit harder to film riding videos, and 2021 was so wild and crazy with moving out here that I didn't really have a lot of time to film riding videos because they are harder to make. But this year I have a lot of plans for getting more riding videos posted to this channel because I have been a horseback riding instructor for years. I really love teaching riding lessons and teaching the art of riding to people. And it's been really fun to do it over this like online community, you know, that this YouTube channel is. So I'm looking forward to creating more riding videos, so look out for those. And if you guys want to see any particular topic covered when it comes to under saddle work, be sure to leave a comment in the comment box below and let me know like what type of videos you would like to see, like what topics you would like to see when it comes to riding. So 2022 has already started off with a bang. For those of you guys who do not know, when we first moved here to our Wyoming ranch, my main plan for this place was to turn it into a private horse boarding facility. And I actually posted the ad for horse boarding about 2 months ago. And we had a few people come out for tours, there was some interest, but I'm very, very excited and just like, oh my gosh, is this happening kind of thing to say that we have our very first boarder here at the ranch. She actually came out for a tour yesterday, and she's a really, really sweet lady who has a beautiful gelding. And so we have our very first boarder. Next week I have another tour with a gal who's interested in boarding her horse here. And it feels so surreal to say that because ever since I was a little girl, you guys, like this, what I'm doing right now, was my dream. I always wanted to have a horse boarding facility. And I actually have old like diaries and journals and notebooks filled with me writing out like what my goodness, it's getting crazy over there. I used to write out my entire plan for having like a horse boarding barn. And so anytime I would get like horse catalogs or horse magazines in the mail, I would cut out the pictures of equipment that I needed to have my own horse boarding facility. So I would cut out like pictures of troughs and corral panels and like write down how much everything cost to figure it out. And I had such a plan and I was so focused on that dream. And so I feel so fortunate to be here today. And I really want to emphasize on the fact that why I'm here and why all this physical stuff is possible because of a lot of factors in my life. I think a lot of times our ego, anytime when we are either handed something or even if we've worked hard for something ourselves, it can get in the way, and I have been no stranger to that. So my family has provided so much support emotionally, mentally, and financially for me to have this place. And this year, I really want to focus on being more genuine, more honest, as well as just more humble about like what's happening here. Because I know when I was growing up, or not, I mean, even just years ago, and I would see people on Instagram or online and they'd have like their own ranch or they have a horse boarding facility. It can be kind of like this weird like tunnel vision thing that happens where we start to like compare ourselves to that person. We start to question like, oh my gosh, I wonder how they got that. I wonder how they did that. Like, you know, there's a lot that goes in our mind, especially when we start to compare ourselves to other people. And let me tell you that comparison is the thief of happiness. I don't recommend it, but it's so easy for a lot of people to start comparing themselves to others. But the reason why I bring all this up is because most of the people that you see that own a ranch or have their own training facility or have 5 or 10 horses or even 1 horse, it's important to understand that every single person is different. Everyone has their own life path, and a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, those people that you see that have those things that you want, or maybe you once had and you wish you have again, you know, they have had possibly a lot of financial support. Maybe they've had a lot of emotional and mental support that you maybe don't have at this moment. And so that's why we can't compare, because I'm sure a lot of you maybe are wondering like, how the heck did she get here? Like, what happened in her life to get her here? And to be honest, I'm not saying this because I didn't work hard and I didn't work for years, and I haven't paid for my horses or my horse's board and their feed and their vaccinations and their hoof trimmings and all their tack and all that stuff, because I have, but I have definitely had tremendous support along the way that has allowed me to be here today. This would not be happening right now. Like, I'm sure a lot of this would happen, but it would take a long time for me to get here. So I want to be honest about that. So just keep that in mind. Don't compare yourself to other people. Everyone is on their own life path and journey. And there's reasons why we do not get the things we want. Sometimes we're not ready for those things. sometimes something better is coming in the future, but we just don't know it yet. So be patient with yourself and with your journey, and just know that the universe has a plan for you. So Shadow here would like to remind you that it's important to appreciate those who have helped you along the way, and I don't think I did that enough last year. I didn't be as honest as I should have been about how I got into this scenario. And there's so many like external unseen sources and factors that influence how we get here too. There's a lot of spiritual stuff that goes on. Like there's so much of that too. So I'm not going to go into too much of that, but just be honest, because you won't regret it. Honesty is such an amazing quality to have. People respect you more, and they'll value you more if you're honest. I feel like I've been rambling for a little while now, but I'm just excited about so many things for this year. I have so many things in my mind, as you can probably tell. I'm really looking forward to growing our ranch and just seeing what we're able to accomplish in a year here, because we accomplished so much already and we have only been here for like almost half a year. I hope you guys are spending some time just thinking about what you want this year to look like for you. I hope it includes some deep reflection. I hope it includes self-care for yourself. I hope it includes being intentional as well as honest with yourself and others. And I just know that everyone's gonna have a really, really great year if we make it a good year. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure that you scroll down, hit that like button, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Normally I don't talk this long, but I was feeling chatty today, so I thought I would share with you guys some things that have been on my mind for the past week or so about this new year. Also, that training journal that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there'll be a link to it down below if you guys want to purchase it off of Amazon. It's a wonderful journal. I'm not just saying that because I created it myself, but I know that journaling is so helpful when it comes to riding and working with horses. So if you would like to improve both the performance between you and your horse, and also develop a stronger bond and connection with your horse, I really suggest getting the journal. Journaling is so incredible for that. So thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!